Hello again, and thank you everyone for joining us today. Today, our training is on access to employment, the collaboration with community resources. Again, access to employment, collaboration with community resources. Again, welcome. And the purpose of our training today, the objective, the first thing I will go over Low Country Continuum of Care, our mission and our structure. Um, During all of our trainings and our meetings, we always have new um, visitors that are joining us or are joining the continuum. So we always want to go over that just so everyone knows what we do, what we actually do. Okay. Today, we're going to learn how to provide tailored support to help individuals in the community, particularly those with disabilities or barriers to employment, find and retain work. We will have presentations by South Carolina Works, Vocational Rehabilitation, and the Ticket to Work program. Okay, the first session will be South Carolina Works. Then session 2 will be Vocational Rehab, and then we have the Ticket to Work program. Following our third presenter, there will be a session for questions and answers. And as I said earlier, we will have I'll place the evaluation survey in the chat. Okay. Okay, Low Country Continuum of Care. Okay. The continuum of care is a network of providers who work together to plan and coordinate the delivery of housing and supportive services to those experiencing homelessness or those at risk of homelessness. The work of the CFC is overseen by the Governing Council. The Low Country Continuum of Care operates with a clear vision and a strong commitment to addressing homelessness comprehensively by bringing together various organizations and individuals who share a common goal of ending homelessness. The CFC leverages collective expertise and resources to make a meaningful impact. Okay, this is just a snapshot of our area, the structure of Low Country Continuum of Care, just so that we all know, are aware as well. The state, South Carolina's continuum of care includes Low Country Continuum of Care, they call MAWC. MAWC is actually in the Midland area. Upstate CFC is in the upstate area of South Carolina. And then there's Total Care for the Homelessness. That's like the Myrtle Beach area. But the area that we cover 7 counties. That's Berkeley, Dorchester, Charleston, Colleton, Hampton, Jasper, and Beaufort. Okay. Okay. So our speakers for today, we are so thankful that they are available to provide us with this great information that they will be presenting to the continuum today. South Carolina Works is joining us today. We have Brent LaPlante. He will be going over the South Carolina work session. And then from Vocational Rehab, we have Latricia Wright and also Takia White. Takia White. Now, Miss Wright, she is the area consumer service manager, okay, with South Carolina Vocational Rehab for the Charleston area office. And then Takia White, she is the vocational rehab benefits specialist, but she also specialized in the Ticket to Work program. So she works close also with the Social Security office, but she's an employee with vocational rehab. She will be going over the Ticket to Work program. Okay, so again, we're going to start today with Brent LaPlante. He's the program director of South Carolina Works. Okay. So South Carolina Works, like I said earlier, Brent will get started here. He will be sharing my screen here in a second. But I just also want to mention some of the team that has been awesome in communicating with me since November. Awesome. Ms. Sharon Gosh, she's the Workforce Development Director for the Berkeley, Charleston, Dorchester Council of Governments at South Carolina Works. And then Dr. Parkey, she's the Workforce Development Director in the Low Country Council of Government. So the Low Country, that's the area where that's Hampton, Jasper, Beaufort area. And then we also have Tony Paulin, Dr. Tony Paulin, the Operator Business Services Coordinator for Low Country Council of Governments. Again, in that Low Country area where it's Beaufort, Jasper, Hampton, that Colleton area. Okay, so Brent is going to actually conduct a presentation, and then I just wanted to make that honorable mention because the team is in the audience with us today as well. Thank you so much. Okay, Brent?
Good morning, everybody. My name is Brent LaPlante. I am the project director for the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act in SC Works, and I'm located in the Trident region. As Ms. Benning stated, with Dr. Paulin and Dr. Parkey, they are from the Low Country region, but overall, we are part of the South Coast region in the state, which I'll explain what all that means in a moment. But I'm going to give you an introduction about what SC Works is, what we do at SC Works, the services that we offer, and things along those lines. So I'm going to jump right into the presentation. So SC Works as a whole, the mission of SC Works is bringing employers and job seekers together. We provide the highest quality workforce development services available to our customers. I always like to explain SC Works as being that connection point, or for lack of a better term, that middleman. So our job is to bring employers on one side and the job seekers on the other together. What do we do at SC Works? So SC Works is South Carolina's statewide workforce delivery system, bringing together partners and resources to support job seekers and employers. The system is designed to, one, connect job seekers with employment and training opportunities, two, support employers with talent recruitment and workforce solutions, and then third, align services through collaboration and proactive planning. SC Works overall is federally funded through the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, or WIOA, and it's administered locally by workforce development boards such as Low Country and Trident. SC Works partners. So the system is operated through a partnership. So when you think of SC Works, it's not just one agency. It is a bunch of different agencies that work together under the same mission. So in that partnership is South Carolina Department of Employment and Workforce, or SCDO, the local workforce development boards, the community colleges, adult education providers, vocational rehabilitation, Department of Social Services, South Carolina Commission for the Blind, Goodwill, Telemon, and then other workforce partners that are in the areas. So what is the areas and what are the regions? So to kind of explain, the state breaks it down into 12 local workforce areas. So myself, I'm part of the Berkeley, Dorchester, and Charleston market, or the Trident area. And then Dr. Paulin and Dr. Parkey are with the Colleton, Hampton, Beaufort, Jasper region, which is the Low Country workforce area. So we are separated. So kind of an area is the operational unit, kind of where all the workforce services are happening. So in our region, we serve the employers and the job seekers for Berkeley, Dorchester, and Charleston. And then the Low Country region serves Colleton, Hampton, Jasper, and Beaufort. So that's kind of the way it's broken down. And then overall as a region, so a South Coast region, all 7 of our counties are included in the South Coast region. So we are kind of partnered together in coordination of that. So the difference really between an area and a region, the region is kind of to align the workforce goals with economic development, employers, industry clusters, things along those lines. think of it more of it being like an umbrella that is kind of holding the workforce areas together. So we have the same mission of helping people get back into employment, and we do that different avenues. So in Trident, again, we serve Berkeley, Charleston, and Dorchester County. We emphasize advanced manufacturing, aerospace, healthcare, and logistics. And then in the Low Country region, of course, with Beaufort, Colleton, Hampton, and Jasper, the focus is on access and equity and service delivery in the rural and coastal communities. So both regions operate under the SC Work system, ensuring consistent services tailored to the local labor market needs. So we are one region, but our areas have different labor market needs and workforce needs and things like that. So that's where we differ, but again, we are the same in helping individuals try to find that full-time self-sufficient employment and being the quickest way in that connection point into helping people get back into work. Who do we serve at SC Work?
Like
So
one day you will realize that I was the girl who
we
gave up
serve job
everything I
seekers,
had, period. I was
youth,
someone who was
adults,
always
dislocated workers,
excited,
veterans, and
persevered, and
individuals
always
facing
trying to make
barriers
you
to
feel loved,
employment. So
period.
our
I
programs
accepted your
are put
flaws.
in
I
place
fixed
to
things.
try and remove those barriers for individuals that they're facing to get back into employment. So our youth and young adult program is 16 to 24, and we're able to serve those individuals who are in school or out of school. Our adult program is 18 and above. A dislocated worker, for those of you that are unfamiliar with that term, that's somebody that is laid off due to no fault of their own. So if the company downsizes, closes, moves their business overseas, something like that, somebody that gets laid off, so no problem of their own, the company's just closing or downsizing, they're considered a dislocated worker. And then veterans, and then individuals facing barriers to employment. So barriers can be anything from transportation issues, childcare issues, run-ins with the law, things along those lines are the barriers to employment that we try to remove for individuals. We serve employers, so it can be a small business, a large business, and public sector partners. And then we serve special populations, justice involved individuals, individuals with disabilities, and incumbent workers. What do we offer those job seekers? So we offer career planning and counseling. So we have people that come in all the time that may not have any idea what they want to do as far as the job is concerned. So we have tools in place that can kind of get them on a pathway to where they're trying to go. We offer training and education. So we offer GED services in connection with adult eds in the local areas. And then we also offer certification training. So whether that is a CDL license or a medical assistant certificate or something along those lines, we offer training so they're able to get those certifications in order to get into the job field. It's at no cost to them if they qualify, as long as funds are available. And that's how we're able to try to remove some barriers to get them those certifications and then get them back into work the quickest way possible. Individuals can also come to SC Works for job searching. So SC Works is not just a building, it's also a job platform. So www.scworks.org is people can go on there to search for jobs. So if you are unfamiliar with that website, I suggest you go on and kind of look at it, play around with it, see where the jobs are at. I usually say it's bigger than Indeed in South Carolina. We use that as our kind of number one tool to connect the job seekers and the employers together. And then we also offer workshops and skill development. Those workshops may be a workshop for resume writing, or it may be a workshop for back to work, or how to fill out job applications, something along those lines. So we do offer those workshops in the local centers. And then skill development. So it may be getting math skills where they need to be in order to get employed somewhere, or getting those GED scores up so they're able to pass the test, or helping with those interviewing skills and things like that. So we do offer the workshops and that skill development in order to get people back into work. So occupational skills training. So this is going to school, sitting in class, and getting certified. Training is aligned with the regional labor market demand. It must be provided by an eligible training provider list. approved training providers and training programs. So the clusters do vary by region based on the market demand. So our market is going to be a little bit different than it is in the 4 counties in the low country region, but we do both offer that occupational skills training. And what are some of those clusters? So manufacturing and skilled trades, that could be your welding, your HVAC, your electrical, things along those lines. We offer transportation, distribution, and logistics. That's your CDLs, your warehousing, your forklift. Healthcare and human services. So, of course, that's getting employment in the healthcare industry and things like that. Information technology. So, anything in the IT field, we can try to help get certain certifications there. Construction and infrastructure, and then hospitality and culinary. What do we offer the employer? So we try to help them find qualified individuals. We help them post job openings into the SC Works system. We help with on the job training. So we could put individuals to work with companies and give the company a reimbursement for that, which I'll dive into more on the next slide on what that OJT looks like. But also incumbent worker training. So that'll allow us to help train the workforce that is already in place. So to build skills up of people that are actively already working in companies. And then also labor market information, which is the wages and the trends that are going on in the local areas as well. On the job training. So the OJT program helps employers develop skilled workers while supporting economic growth. WIOA reimburses employers anywhere from 50 to 70% of a trainee's wages during the period needed to proficiently train them for a job. What are the advantages to the OJT program? So it's reduced hiring costs because they're getting that kickback on that reimbursement. It's employer driven and customized training. So the employer trains the individual on the job that they are having them do, which is an advantage to that employer. They are better trained in job ready employees because they're getting that access. So not only to what SC Works has to offer, but to what the employer has to offer as well. And then real world experience for the trainees. So they're getting on the job and they're doing the actual things that they're going to do while they're employed. And stronger employer employee fit. They have the ability to see if it's going to be a good fit for them and help their business thrive. Other services, so we do offer supportive services in the South Coast region as a whole. So supportive services may be provided to eligible participants to help remove barriers to employment, such as transportation, childcare, work-related supplies, and licensing costs. So transportation and childcare, that's on a case-by-case basis, but the work-related supplies, it could be any kind of tools that they need, boots, supplies, shoes, books, anything that they need to be successful in what they're trying to do, we are able to cover at no cost to them. And then licensing costs. So any kind of exam fees that they have in order to receive that certification or their GED or high school diploma, things along those lines, we're able to cover the costs of those as well. And then follow-up services. So participants may receive follow-up services for up to 12 months after program completion to support job retention and continued employment success. So when individuals come into the program and they exit our program, we're not done with them. So we work with them for 12 months after they exit the program because we want to make sure that they are working. We want to make sure that they're keeping their jobs, that they're staying with the same employers, that they're building that up. We want to make sure that that employment success, if you will, is continuing on. So just because they exit the program doesn't mean we stop working with them. We still continue on with that employment service piece for those individuals. Why does SC Works matter? So SC Works strengthens South Carolina's workforce and economy by, again, connecting people to careers and jobs. We are that middleman. We are that connection point. We bring the employers and those job seekers together. So number 2 on the list is supporting that employer. So we are supporting the employer in the needs that they have in the workforce. So what positions are open? What type of individuals are they looking for? What type of skills are they looking for? Our programs are in place to remove barriers to employment. So again, we try to remove those barriers so individuals are able to and have access to be able to go to work full-time without any kind of hindrance in the back. We align regional workforce partners, and then we also strengthen the economy. So overall, that's SC Works as a whole. That's the mission of SC Works. That's what we do at SC Works. The main focus of SC Works again is to help individuals find that full-time self-sufficient employment by bringing the employers to the table and the job seekers to the table. So SC Works South Coast region, again, for partnership, employer services, or job seeker assistance, there's two contacts here on the screen. Ms. Sharon Goss, again, is the Workforce Development Director with the Trident region, and Dr. Parkey is the Workforce Development Director for the Low Country region. So any specific questions that you have to those two local areas, you feel free to reach out to those two individuals. Ms. Sharon gave me permission to say that. Dr. Parkey, I apologize, but if people have questions, you don't mind them reaching out to you to get those questions answered. But yeah, that's overall SC Works as a whole. And thank you, Ms. Venning, for allowing me to present to the group today.
Yeah, so we thank you. Great information. Great information. I know we're going to have a lot of questions here at the end. Again, as you're coming into the training, please make sure that you're muting your computer. And then again, all questions will be answered at the end. We're going to have a question and answer session, okay? And then also coming into use the chat to sign in with your name and the name of your agency. Okay, so we're going to keep going here. Our next presenter, I'm going to allow her to introduce herself. Okay, just one moment. Okay, we have Miss Wright joining us today. Miss Wright from Vocational Rehab. Miss Wright, would you like to introduce yourself? And she actually has a video for her presentation. So as she's introducing herself, I will set up that video for the vocational rehab training. Miss Wright, are you there? I could see you. Do you have your computer on mute? Okay, so for South Carolina Vocational Rehab today, we have joining us Ms. Letitia Wright. She is the Area Consumer Services Manager for South Carolina Vocational Rehab for the Charleston area office, okay? And then also Ms. Takia White. She is the Vocational Rehab Benefit Specialist. She specialized with the Ticket to Work program. So she will actually present her piece. She's actually the third speaker. And again, just an honorable mention, Ms. Wanda Murray. She is the area supervisor for the South Carolina Vocational Rehab Office and for the Charleston area. Okay. All right. I believe Ms. Wright may be having some technical difficulties. I am going to start the video. The video is about 7 minutes long. So just one moment.
Hello, everyone. I am Felicia Johnson, and as Commissioner of a state agency that helps individuals with disabilities find and keep competitive integrated employment, I am excited to share how having a diverse workforce benefits individuals and businesses. Disability does not mean inability, but just a different ability.
For too long, South Carolina vocational rehabilitation has been our state's best kept secret. But we don't need to keep that secret anymore. The agency has 31 offices that serve all 46 counties in our state. We also have 2 comprehensive evaluation centers, one located in West Columbia and the other located in the upstate in Lyman. Additionally, we are proud to share that we have an inpatient recovery center known as the Palmetto Center, where individuals who need substance use and abuse treatment can stay for 4 weeks. For those South Carolinians looking for work or currently employed and facing barriers such as anxiety, learning disabilities, chronic pain, autism spectrum disorder, mental health diagnoses, ADHD, addiction, and other disabilities, vocational rehabilitation may be the place to start.
I'm able to drive, I'm able to work, I'm able to take care of my 9-year-old son. So just the label of the traumatic brain injury has not stopped me from anything. It's written on paper, but that's it. If I met someone that was in my shoes or needed a little help, I would say that VR was a perfect spot. They will set you right on up with different resources, with job placement, just with anything, just encouraging words to not give up. They don't give up on you.
Any job seeker interested in applying for a case with our agency should call their local office. Our staff members will assist you with scheduling an appointment, beginning your application, and determining your eligibility. Once eligibility has been determined, you will work closely with your vocational rehabilitation counselor and other team members to determine which of our individualized services would best benefit you on your road to employment. Services for your individualized plan for employment may include counseling and guidance, information and referral services, benefits counseling, job readiness training, rehabilitation technology, post-secondary training, and job search and retention services. Some South Carolinians can benefit from job preparedness instruction.
Because we just said bosses want professionals. So here's my definition. Doing your job, even when you don't feel like it.
While others may benefit from participating in our work training centers.
They're learning how to work with other people mostly. A lot of the skills in here is communication, getting along with others, learning how to come in on time, learning how to stay productive when things seem slow or when things aren't the way they usually are. They learn how to clean up their space, respect others, just getting back into that workflow.
Our organization also works with employers to help them access an untapped labor market. Vocational rehabilitation supports businesses throughout South Carolina by providing a qualified, trained workforce that is adaptable and customizable to the needs of local economies.
Right now we're in flexibility mode. We're trying to make what works for the consumers also work for the employer. And that's the perfect match. That's what.
Under the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, vocational rehabilitation agencies across the country are able to expand their services to students. Pre-employment transition services may be offered to students as young as age 13 who are enrolled in school and have a disability. The 5 required pre-employment transition services include instruction in self-advocacy, workplace readiness training, counseling on opportunities for post-secondary education and training, job exploration counseling, and work-based learning experiences. To access these 5 services, the student does not even need to open a case with us.
In addition to that, we do have a lot of opportunities for jobs. Who here wants to work someday? Anybody? Anybody want to have a job someday? Okay. So, all of those different jobs that I mentioned, those are opportunities to work.
Students and educators should contact their local vocational rehabilitation transition counselor to learn more information about how these potentially eligible students could benefit from pre-employment transition services. If you are looking to secure employment, already working and needing additional support, studying and preparing for your future, or hiring your next fantastic employee, vocational rehabilitation might be for you.
So grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed.
This thing is fighting me today.
To have met these guys here at Voc Rehab. Just coming through the door. I mean, you feel it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has your best interest in mind. And if you're willing, if you're really willing to come here and to put in the effort and the work that's required, school work that they may have for you to do, there's no limit.
For more information, visit our website at scvrd.net to find your local office.
Because our future is bright, the future of those we serve is brighter. Let's go to work.
Okay, and I'm back. All right. So that was the South Carolina Vocational Rehab video. At this time, we're going to have Ms. White. Ms. White, if you want to introduce yourself as I prepare with your slide, okay?
Good morning. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. As you can tell, we're having some difficulty here. So I'm not going to push the buck and try to do anything extra. As long as you all can hear me, I just want to make sure we get through. So in a nutshell, my name is Miss White. Oh, awesome. There you go. Thank you, Miss Vinny.
You're welcome.
Awesome. My name is Miss White. I am the benefits specialist here with South Carolina Vocational Rehabilitation. The video that you all just saw, it literally is a description of what we do. Our ultimate goal is to match that individual with the right job so that they can be successful in their future endeavors. I'm a little incentive with the agency. So my part of it is basically the benefits counseling, which is what I will go into further. And what I would try to cover for you all, and I'm not going to take too much of your time, but I'm going to explain to you what the benefit specialists do, some of the areas that we may cover. You already saw most of the services that we offer, and I'll explain a little bit about the Ticket to Work program and how it works. Okay, so who are we and what do we do? Benefit specialists, we are certified professionals. We have extensive training on how employment may affect the consumer or the client, depending on who we're working with. How their Social Security benefits will be affected if we place them to work, along with other governmental benefits that they may receive. We are required to complete continuing education credits to keep our certification. It could be anywhere from 3 to 5 years. We assist individuals with disabilities to learn how working may affect their Social Security benefits, along with their other public benefits that they may be receiving. May it be any kind of veterans benefits or SNAP benefits or health coverage. We assist individuals with wage reporting to Social Security. We assist some of them with applying for Medicaid, depending on the situation, and we assist them with certain Social Security situations and issues, that they may have at hand, such as overpayments. That's a big one that we're here to assist them with. And we do a lot more. It's just hard to kind of put it on a slide and think of it off the top of my head. This shows our coverage area. Right now for vocational rehabilitation, we have 5 benefit specialists, and we are broken up into different parts of South Carolina. So you have someone that covers the Northwest part of it, the central part of it, the Northeast part of it, and the West. I like to say mine has the Southeast part, but I call it the Low Country, of course. And that is the parts that I cover in regards to anybody from Orangeburg all the way through Beaufort. So I technically go to every vocational office that we have in these areas, and I meet with our consumers. Sometimes I even go to the Department of Mental Health due to a partnership that we have with them, and I meet with some of their consumers and explain to them how, if they're receiving a Social Security benefit, and both of us, either the vocational rehabilitation or the mental health agency, we're both trying to put them to work. We want them to totally understand how working could possibly affect that benefit before they make any decisions. This is just showing a few of the flyers that we have for the consumers. And one in particular is the disability benefits counseling session flyer, which is the flyer that I give consumers. And if they're receiving an SSI benefit or an SSDI benefit, it kind of lets them know how their benefit could be affected. And I am here to explain to them before they make any decisions about working what could possibly happen. So it's a brief overview of what I do to the consumer so that they can decide if they want to meet with me or not. This flyer right here is a Social Security flyer. And it is basically the Ticket to Work program. Now, this program is definitely, well, the program is set up for anybody through the ages of 18 and 64 who receives a disability and they want to work. That is the key point that I have to always make sure I stress, that they want to work. The ticket is free, it is voluntary, but they have to want to work. And it's set up to make sure that people with disabilities move towards financial independence and connects them with services such as ourselves to support their need to be successful in the workforce. So it gives them an outlook in regards to timely progression. Basically, they have a time plan that they must follow or should follow, and how Social Security views it to make sure that they're following through with trying to be successful in going to work while working with our agency. I hope that's not confusing. But I give this to the consumers in regards to making sure that they understand that they do have a guideline that they have to follow, so that they can make timely progress in regards to trying to get that employment and be successful on the job, and making sure that they're doing it within Social Security's guidelines. And that's what I'm here for. So they usually have me for about, or any benefit specialist in South Carolina, they usually have us for about maybe a year or two. And it could be longer, just dependent on the situation. But we're here to make sure that they meet that progress, and how they are, need to understand how not to, or make any decisions that could jeopardize their benefits. So sorry about that. That's what we're here for. And you don't, I'm about to say, Miss Benning, you didn't have to show the last slide. Usually I allow for questions, but as Miss Benning stated in the beginning, she's gonna hold all questions until the end. So I know my presentation could have been a little confusing because I tend to ramble a little bit, but I will be on just in case you have any further questions. I can definitely elaborate.
Thank you, Ms. White. Awesome job.
Thank you so much. I'll stay on.
Okay. At this time, we are going to have the questions and answers. I'll just jump back quickly to
Ms. Venning, are you able to
Yes,
hear me?
I can hear you.
This is Latricia Wright. I do apologize.
Hey,
I went to
that's
like three
okay.
computers trying to get in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. So you guys are having technical issues there.
Yes, ma'am. So I'm here for
That's
questions as well.
okay. All right. So at this time, and again, Ms. Wright, thank you for coming back to us. Okay, there you go. Okay, at this time, we are going to have questions and answers. While we're doing that, I will be dropping the training evaluation survey. We usually do that at the end of all of our training. I'm just encouraging everybody to click on the link that will be in the chat, okay? All right, so at this time, feel free to come off of the mute and the floor is open. Take the mic for questions. Any questions, comments, or concerns from the audience? One question I do have for Ms. White. Ms. White, I have a question for you. If I have a client, let's say I have a client who currently have disability but just need assistance with our support with just are interested in working a little bit or working part-time. Would we just need to obtain an appointment at Voc Rehab?
Ask that question one more time. You're saying if you had a consumer?
Yeah, let's see, just one moment.
Okay.